Pie is less than that. We love pie. You're comparing this war to pie? No, just a more interesting war about where 20,000 people have died. 500,000 have died in my war. 300,000 of them are Russian. How are you on this quote? No, we said we would end this war if you promise not to join NATO. Sounds like a good deal. It's not a good deal. We don't trust them. Why would you not trust Mother Russia? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because we just intercepted secret calls between you and China. And when we tell America, they're going to give us more money and we're going to kick your ass. Oh, about that. What? Depending on how our presidential election goes, financial aid may stop. Oh, really? Fuck. What?
The world feels pretty evil right now. But what does evil actually look like? Storytellers for thousands of years have actually outlined this pretty clearly. Take Darth Vader as a staple villain. Vader and the Empire are fine with ending the innocent lives of men, women, and children. This famous scene, the destruction of Alderaan, establishes Vader's cruelty without unpacking his backstory, which, it turns out, is full of other universally evil acts. Now, we don't think the slaughter of the young and innocent is wrong because we've been told it is by Hollywood and been conditioned to believe that from the stories that we consume. Hollywood and storytellers actually use these themes because they know these themes resonate with what it is to be humans, and audiences connect with that. Take another great villain from the Marvel Universe, Thanos, who eliminates half of the light in the universe at a snap of his fingers. This leads to one of the most disturbing scenes in a PG-13 movie. And what's worse is Thanos is one of those complicated villains. Thanos is the definition of evil by accident. He thinks that he's doing good, and we, the audience, understand his logic, but we still understand that what he is doing is innately evil, because innocent life isn't always precious, and it should never be purposefully destroyed. And as audiences, we understand that as soon as those things are done, that's what makes a character a monster. And yeah, we might sympathize with a character like Thanos because he's complicated. We can understand that his logic is flawed, but it doesn't change the fact that he's still evil. Which brings us to another trope within the space of evil that Hollywood always revisits because it's familiar to human beings. And it's the concept of the good guy becoming the bad one. Game of Thrones Season 8 attempted to play out on this concept. And even though the writers just botched that season, Daenerys Targaryen's willingness to sacrifice innocent life while conquering Westeros transitions from the heroine to the villain of the series. The showrunners wrote a scene where she's conquering King's Landing the way that they did to mark the moment that she transitions from the heroine to the villain in a way that the audience, us watching, would have no question that Daenerys had changed from what we knew to what we dreaded she would become. In that moment, she transitioned from the just and moral leader that we all knew she could be to something that was really unrecognizable as anything but evil. And the reason all of this works is because the general human population is really good at recognizing evil when they see it, which is why these evil themes become tropes within the media that we consume. And there's another theme that storytellers frequently point to illustrate the concept of evil, and that's the premise of an oppressed, heavily controlled population that wants and deserves freedom. Humans intuitively know oppression is wrong, making it a commonly used theme among all of our favorite stories like The Hunger Games, Ready Player One, Les Mis, The Man in the High Castle, The Count of Monte Cristo, all based on the theme of the oppressed fighting for a better life and eventually obtaining. And we as audiences resonate with these stories because the to dive into on another platform. The point is, recognizing evil is a human ability we all possess. So when the world feels evil to us, it's probably because it actually is. And coincidentally, aspiring to be virtuous and good seems to be something that most human beings are also born with. Some of us lose that desire as we grow and age for various reasons. But if you want to tap into what storytellers for thousands of years have to say about how we should treat each other, how we can be better people in dark times, you know what to do. I'll see you over there.
How can you repent back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after committing zina? As Allah as-salamata wal-afiyah. The brother is asking a very important question, and the answer he got from people is that you need to dig 7 wells from different places without getting help from anyone, you alone. Subhanallah. That's difficult. Anyways, zina is something great, and no one should even come near to it, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions that in the Quran. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا. Do not even come close to it. And in Surah Furqan again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, whoever committed zina, وَمَنْ يَفْعَلْ ذَلِكَ يَلْقَى أَثَامًا يُضَاعَفْ لَهُ الْعَذَابُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ وَيَخْلُدْ فِيهِ مُهَانًا. This person will indeed face a great punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he will be moved. You understand? He will be belittled in the hellfire. So the punishment of zina, it is indeed, a great punishment. We should try and be far away from it. But in case you fall into the trap of shaitan and now you regretted, you want to come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how can you repent? It's easy. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying, whenever a servant disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and he regretted, I will never do this again, he performed ablution properly, pray 2 rak'ah, just 2, not 4, just 2 rak'ah, and call out to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said that no matter how great that sin is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will still forgive you. Simple.
I just want to take a moment and I want to milk this time that I'm still a brand new Muslim to be flawed a little bit and just take the logo for just a second, and say that the IDF or the IOF or whatever they're called, they are trifling cowards. Like, they're the worst kind of human beings. I'm trying to think of any low description of a human being, like the worst kind of a human being, the descriptions of that sort of human being, they fit all of them. Every single one. What monsters. They look like they stink too. They look like they don't shower. So, there's that as well. I just saw a video of them trying to detain and arrest a 2-year-old. And this kid looked like he was about 7 or 8, came up and pushed them. And they backed down. And he took the 2-year-old with him. You know why? Because they can't even... They are weak. They're the definition of weak. Without guns, without tanks, without weapons, they are nothing. They are absolutely nothing. They're nothing anyway, but without those weapons, they would absolutely pee on themselves. If face to face with even a 10-year-old. Because they're weak. And that's exactly why they're doing what they're doing, because it makes them feel powerful, because they know beyond a shadow of a doubt they're the weakest sort of human being. That's all.
How to spot online scammers. So I got this content idea from a creator, which I have pinned the video below. I am just here to add my own. And at the end of his video, he made reference to Ponzi schemes. I have a full story on that. I'm going to make that one after this video. But first of all, how do you spot online scammers? Listed so many. On my own is they are always online. If people don't get anywhere where they go, on any platform you see them, anytime they are active. That is number 1. Number 2, if you make payment to any vendor and you start hearing, I have not seen the alert, but let me check. What? Support you. This is not always 100% factual or 100% the case. But in my experience, 100% is the case. Any vendor that you send money to and they start telling you, wait, I've not seen the alert, maybe it's network. The person is using his own hand to tell you that maybe it's network. Your money is gone. Coming at number 3, they always want you to take decisions in a hurry. They will give you a sweet deal. One sweet deal, and they will give you another offer that is not so sweet. They will tell you that if you hurry this transaction now, you are going to get it for this cheaper price. But if you are going to wait for normal one, you are going to get at this cheaper price. The thief in you will want the cheaper one, and once they start hurrying you or start putting unnecessary pressure, I'm not saying they are online scammers, but they will thief. The last but not the least, always showing you screenshots just so that you can trust them. I keep saying it all the time. Rich people don't try to prove others that they are rich. The broke people that try. Trustworthy people don't prove or try to prove to customers that they are trustworthy. In fact, trustworthy vendors, they are very, very insulting. In fact, they are not nice. Once you start chatting for too long, they're like, oh, I'm better at this. So just go there and watch the other one and stay woke, guys. December don't reach. Maybe they don't go usually do Christmas.
Are you guys siblings or dating?
I think just friends.
We're best friends, yeah.
Best friend?
I'm a genius!
Okay, perfect. I'll give you $10,000 right now on the spot if you guys kiss.
No, no.
Jesus Christ, honorable my lady, it's 10,000. They are not asking you to marry him or father his babies.
Oh? Why not?
Bro, he plays video games all day. It's so unattractive, no.
I knew it. Too much video games will stop you from getting shakalaka boom boom. I knew it.
No.
Damn, like that?
Why do you play video games all day?
Bro, don't say anything, Galuru. This is your opportunity to read her. Make the answer about her.
Why do you play video games all day?
Same reason why you put on makeup every day. To escape reality.
Bro, I said read her, not snatch her soul. There. I hope she is still there. Knock, knock. Anyone there? No, she is gone. Bro annihilated her. Damn. Sorry, sister. I'm going to see what I'm going to do. This game of my mama, they work here. They can take care of this game. This game, let me see them. When I'm from Nigeria, she never spent 2 years for this country. She don't live for them. They don't make it. They don't pronounce ordinary plantain chips. What is it? What is it? Is it big? But that is that quick anyway. They're talking. I need to make you know See, what is the name of this one?
Popcorn?
What is the name of this one?
Popcorn.
No popcorn. It's popcorn.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Many brothers and sisters fighting in the comments saying that Khadr is alive. The other one say no. And so is likewise with Prophet Ilyas, alayhim salam, both. Lord, for the sake of Allah, our team with MA2W project, we already have people on the ground doing this, taking care of it. For the sake of Allah, they need to share this video. Assalamu alaikum. With this being said, some of the opinions of the scholars, they are saying Al-Khadr and Prophet Ilyas, they are alive, alayhim salam. Other opinions said they are not alive. And I follow the opinion that they are not alive, they are dead. Because the evidence for that is stronger than from those that say they are alive. For example, if Prophet Al-Khadr was alive, he would have joined Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and followed Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and would have fought in the battles that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ fought. So this is the evidence that he is not alive, he is dead. So the only prophet that is alive is Isa, Jesus ﷺ. Allah lifted him to heaven and he was not crucified on the cross like the Christians believe of today. And Isa will be back again to bring justice on this earth and he will die and the Muslims will pray on him. Salam.
起码上下辅警就行，我骑不到你的走的呢。看到没有？
So there's this woman, and we will call her Molly. And Molly pays over $700 in interest every month on her student loans. Wow! But that's not the terrifying part, because like many Americans, she has almost paid more on her student loans than she borrowed in the first place. And stories like this have many Americans questioning whether or not college is even worth it anymore. So let's take a look at Molly's case. She graduated in 07 with $78,000 worth of student loans. And when she took out her loans, according to her school counselors assured her that this is good debt. It's an investment in your future. When none of us have heard that before, right? On top of that, these weren't private predatory loans, they were federal loans. So Molly went ahead with it. And she went to school and she graduated. And she started her career in journalism. She began paying her loans when they came to her. But it turns out that $78,000 degree in journalism didn't get her a job that paid enough to pay down those loans, which forced her to push some of her loans into forbearance, where you're not penalized for not making payments, but interest still accrues. Now, Molly continued to pay on student loans that weren't pushed into forbearance, but she couldn't keep pace with the interest rate on those loans. And as of March 2021, she had paid $68,000 $60,000 on her student loans, which logically means she should have around $18,000 to pay back to pay off the full $78,000 balance that she took out when she went to school. But now she actually owes more than $100,000 on her student loans, which begs the question, whose side are universities and the government really on in the United States? Since 1980, wages have increased by 17%. During that same time, within the economy, productivity has increased 61%. And U.S. GDP, primarily driven by the largest corporations, has increased over 700% during that same time. All of this means that the United States is much more wealthy today in 2023 than it was in 1980. Every year we keep getting richer. But it's not college grads and professionals that are working full-time jobs that are getting ahead. And that investment into a college degree might not be such a good place to put your time or your money. In fact, for people like Molly, the college degree is an investment in reverse. Because strap yourselves in for this. This is crazy. Molly graduated in 2007 with $78,000 in debt. 14 years later, after paying $60,000 of that $78,000 back, she now owes more than $100,000 still, which makes for a total, if she paid it all off right now, actually this is an article from back in 2021, but if she paid it all off then, that's a total cost of college at $160,000. Lost cash, that's discounting the time that it took her to get her degree that's not making her much money in the first place. Now hypothetically, if she had taken $78,000 in loans and put them into a standard market account tied to the S&P 500, a simple index fund which over that same period of time has returned 337% since 2007, Molly would now have $341,000 for just leaving the money in there and doing nothing. That's an investment. So until government officials in the United States actually do something that benefits and protects the people who voted them into office in the first place, like, I don't know, making it harder for universities to operate like for-profit businesses, which is one of the reasons that we're in this mess, until something changes there, college will remain the biggest financial trap for young people looking for a brighter future. So here's my question for TikTok. 1, what is the solution? What do we do about this? 2, how is it going to be implemented? And 3, is it even realistic to expect any of this to change? Because now universities are big businesses, even though they like to posture and pose as nonprofits. Let me know in the comments, and the best ideas are going to make the longer cut of this same video, which is going to be a follow-up for that other place where people tend to watch longer videos. I'll see you there.
This is Peck Peck Chicken, and it's located in Teaneck, New Jersey. It is a small mom-and-pop restaurant that has a very simple menu.
I mean, who's gonna tell him?
Hi there.
Hi,
Can I get a large tonkatsu? Hi there. Can I get a large tonkatsu ramen with extra chashu, please? Could I get some subtitles, please? Yeah. That's perfect. Can I amazing technique on your subtitle jutsu, by the way. Sorry, it's just I'm geeking out right now.
Can't fucking speak today, dickhead. Anyway.
No, really? Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, what? What? Oh, how could I forget about my Akatsuki eating cap? Sorry, I thought you were about to look like the... Never mind.
Get educated at Richardo Academy.
Mr. Patrick, do you want to come to my house? Sure. Okay, you can come to my house and you can bring toys, but only small toys. Like, Pokemon is okay, but don't bring big things, okay? Okay, go finish your lunch, please. I went to university on Sunday. You said university? Yeah. Are you sure you went to a university? It's University Studios. My mom said. Oh, you mean Universal Studios? I said it's the same thing. I said Universal Studios. No, you definitely said University Studios. No. You can bring Squirtle. Squirtle's okay. Okay, please finish your lunch. Did you know tomorrow's my birthday party? Oh wow, a birthday party? Yeah, it's my first and last birthday party. Oh. Why is it your first and last? Because my mom said I've never had a birthday party before and I'm never gonna have it again. Oh, okay. It's gonna be real fun. All right then. But don't bring the Nintendo Switch because that's gonna drop and then maybe it's gonna break. Okay. Mommy, eat your lunch, please. Look, I have pizza for my lunch. Huh? Why do you always say huh? I heard you say 1,000 times. I'm sorry, I could not hear you. What did you say? You say huh? What are you saying? Huh? So why are you saying huh? No, you say huh? I'm so confused right now. Your ears are broken. I don't know what... I'm going to tell you the day later.
Not to Nigerian music in Cameroon. We are tired of your greed. I respect you. I love you. Jean-Yves, I love you. DJ Miguel, I love you. DJ Miguel, I love you. But please stop playing Nigerian music and artists for hours and hours and hours. Stop fucking doing that. You know what I mean? Stop fucking doing that.
Alright, welcome back. So CY International going on this whole run. First of all, calling Nigerians greedy. 2, saying that Nigerian music should be banned in Cameroon. 3, actually called Nigerians farmers. In fact, they work for him. 4, we should show no love and kindness or support to Nigerian artists or entertainers when they come to Cameroon. Like you guys, we all watched that video. It went viral. Nigerians also helped us, for the whole world to see it. So what do you guys think? Where am I starting here? If you give me.
First of all, there's nobody banning Nigerian music in Cameroon. Nobody. First and foremost, ain't nobody banning Nigerian music in Cameroon. It's not possible. It's not. So I'm doing this video to clarify that nobody, as a Cameroonian, I enjoy Nigerian music. We love Nigeria. We love Nigerian music. Cameroonians love Nigerians. Cameroonians love Nigerian music. We grew up on it. We grew up watching our musicians try to sing like Nigerians, do music like Nigerians. Our artists, our major artists, our big artists of today, our earliest artists of today that we have in Cameroon, they do Afrobeat, they do Nigerian music, and we love them. We love our artists, we love their music, okay? We love them. Please, what I'm seeing online, see yesterday and today is people propagating hate between Nigeria and Cameroon, saying that Cameroonians want to ban Nigerian music. It's not true. It's not true. I'm doing the video to also let you know that my brother Stanley loves Nigerians. Stanley.
So this isn't a photo of just any cave. It's the cave that was this man's prison for 14 entire years. His name is Leo, and in 2009, he and 2 others committed an armed robbery at a gas station, but only managed to get away with just $24. Afterwards, the 3 thieves split the money and then went their separate ways. But when both of those accomplices were quickly arrested, soon later, he began panicking, believing that it was only a matter of time before he was next. So despite the fact that he had only gained $8 from his robbery, Leo decided to leave his family and go into hiding. For days, he lived in the forest alone, while police searched his home and questioned anyone who knew him. At a certain point, it became apparent to Leo that he could never return back to his normal life, since everyone would have already known by then that he was a wanted man. As a result, he felt that he had no choice but to make a new home for himself inside a very small cave. He quickly learned how to hunt and scavenge for food on his own, and although he was now by himself 24/7 and was definitely lonely, he only visited England to see his parents a couple times a year during the big holidays. Recently, after living as a hermit for 14 entire years, Leo finally realized just how much life he had lost and decided to turn himself in. Unfortunately, he now still faces a minimum of 3 years in prison. So,
hello guys, another drama is going down in the Federal Republic of the most powerful black nation on earth, that is Nigeria. So let me give you a gist. I'll tell you a story.
Originality doesn't exist? Oh yeah? Then what is this thing? That's a genuine question. What is this?
Like, I started out with something, and now it's just...
MashaAllah, Tabarakallah. Afghanistan are amazing, and they are God's soldiers. But remember, they had a whole country, and they are good, and they took out
I always want to make a video on these type of videos, but I have been so busy, so I didn't have a chance to do so. One, where is this evidence for this? Where is that Allah Azza wa Jalla will smile at you or will smile at you when you share this most powerful ayah in the Quran? Who said that? What news? What hadith? Do not believe in this rubbish. Always ask for sources whatsoever. Guys, stop doing this for views or likes. For spreading false information.
Shocking news.
So I heard girls are making a lot of money selling their feet online, and I'm going to get hubby to help me, but not tell him what it's for. Hey, Bambi, can you help me? I just need you to help me take, like, a couple of pictures.
Pictures?
Yeah. I just painted my toes. It's for, like, feet. So I need to make sure that my feet are in, like, the best light. I have one Google camera. I just need, like, some pictures.
Well, no one's feet.
Well, they need a video submission. They need to be able to see, like, how my feet move on camera.
How your feet move on camera?
You need to get the essence.
What's the name of the company? What are they selling?
Yeah.
Let me just take this picture. Okay.
What
website is that?
I think it was called, like, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans what?
Why did you just drop it on my freshly painted toes?
I don't know what's going on here, man. So you just take picture of your feet and post it, then it will become millions. Where are they paying it from?
These feet, Bambi, are about to make us...
Not my wife's feet, though. Remove all these, like, all these things. Remove all these things. Say, you want to, which wife? Which wife are you putting on? Turn off all this nonsense.
Hi guys, this is an appreciation post to Air France. Recently I moved from Europe to the States and I decided to fly from Paris to the States because I wanted to spend some time in Paris before moving to the States. So when I arrived at Charles de Gaulle Airport, upon check-in, it told me my ticket was on standby. I had this standby thing written on my ticket which I've never seen before for the past 5 years flying. I was actually so confused, I was so pissed, but then they handled it so well. When I got to my gate, they explained to me that they're sorry, the flight was overbooked. However, they gave me a new flight the next day, a new boarding pass that same moment. They booked me a very cute bougie hotel inside the airport called Ute Hotel. You can see this is the hotel. It was so good, it was so amazing, the services was great. They gave me a 600 euros refund back into my account. That was something I wasn't expecting, and I was just so grateful. They gave me 2 vouchers worth 30 euros. I could eat in any restaurant at the airport in Paris, Charles de Gaulle, which was something I really appreciate. I couldn't walk, I couldn't move my leg, I was so sick, my hands were all cramped up, but they took me on a wheelchair. I didn't pay a dime. They took me on the wheelchair right to the airplane for free. We all know all these extra services at the airport you pay. I didn't pay a dime. I had Wi-Fi throughout my flight. I was really, really sick, so they wanted me to stick.
Well, my big bro, man, about to smoke cigars for the first time. I need something nice and something that's gonna fit me. It's the one? Nice. All right, let's go cash out. I'm gonna do this one. That one looks like it's gonna take a while to finish. You just cut it like that, and I just with a lighter rack. Yeah, I ain't never had a cigar in my life. All right, let's get it.
Watch your fingers.
How many rooms is to this motherfucker?
The whole point is it's not that hell, my nigga.
Why you didn't tell me that? I almost hit this shit like a blunt.
Nah.
Give me some. You got water? You got water, bro? It's yours? Bitch, I said water. It's fucking tequila. What is this spot called?
North of Savannah.
North Alabama?
North of Savannah.
Shit ain't right. I gotta finish this today. That's the object. You got time? Fuck it.
See, if you're from the UK, how do you handle this? How do you handle this cold weather? I beg you. You go outside, your hands are shivering. You are looking like a flipping vibrator. You don't go outside. The cold has kept you in your house like a prisoner.
So I graduated from Georgia Tech with the Bachelor's of Science. I found this simple screenshot on.
Pay attention. This is Motaz Aziza. He is a press. He works for the press. He has been releasing the truth in Gaza. He lives in Gaza. He's a Gazan. And please listen. Watch this. Israel is trying to destroy, calling up all of the people and threatening them, telling them what they need to do, and he's not doing it. And he's trying to break his morale down, saying that we're not with them. We're not with them. These protests were fake. We're fake. We're fake. Don't be fake.
Hello. Hello. Hello, Mutaz. How are you?
Fine.
I'm going to go to the beach. Okay.
Where are you?
Where are you? I don't understand.
Who are you?
I'm nobody. But anyway, can you post a story maybe condemning Hamas so this can all end?
What?
Can you post a story maybe against Hamas?
It's been going on since 1948, okay?
Yeah.
And for us, we believe it's our land, and this yani thing. You believe it's your land, and this is the fight will never end till the last day of this life, okay? But what I'm not understanding why you need me like to show you what you want to show, because I'm a Palestinian. What you're expecting me to show that you are
I expect you to. What I think is best for you, as obviously you're a cameraman. I don't think you would harm, and let's say you're just a person. You're not.
Yeah, but if you are afraid from the people that you are so harming you, you should know that there's something wrong with you, because as you said, it's I can't harm anyone.
Look, let's think for a second.
Okay.
Gaza Street are divided into two. The north fled to the south. I can't say all the people that march and protest and they say free Palestine, they don't really care, honestly, not because if they did care, they would go and fight the war together. A lot of people are sick. All the people that say in the comments when you post the post, may Allah save you guys, may Allah, bro, they don't, at the end of the day, they care, but at a certain point, they don't really, I'm not going to do anything about it. They're not going to go down to the, like, they're not going to do anything. They're like, just making noise.
Yeah, making noise, but if this is like annoying for you, annoying for Israel, it's your problem, because you are killing people, okay? You're genociding my people. So if I'm gonna stand and want, believe me, I don't know what the hell who are you, okay? And but believe me, after what I saw, after what I experienced, I don't care about my life, okay? You destroyed the whole strength. It's the only part that you are like happy about having a small part of our country, okay? And it's now destroyed. When you were right when you told the first time that will be army, that will be more bombing, more killing. Don't go to the borders, don't go to the north. And I try to be careful, but the people never stop. I'm in the south. I'm in the middle area. It's not our country. Why to flee? We have our country. Why to flee to Egypt? Be reasonable, okay? Be reasonable what you are talking.
This was the most bizarre thing to happen on Thanksgiving. Thinking nobody was home.
You're really going to want to listen to this.
If you are interested in ethical
You really going to want to listen to this?
If you are interested in ethical hacking, here are 4 resources to help you get started. Number 1 is Try Hack Me. This is great if you're a complete beginner and you're looking to start from the very basics to a little bit more advanced. Number 2 is a similar option. It's called Pen Tester Lab, and it will start you off with basics to more advanced, and they have a bunch of different options. Third is Hack the Box. I would say this is a little bit more advanced. Once you've learned the fundamentals, it's great to come here next, but they do have some starter labs if you're interested. And lastly is Anti-Siphon training. They have instructor training, which is either on demand or in person, whichever you prefer. I would recommend from Anti-Siphon the modern web app pen testing with BB King. And what's great is a lot of these options are free and low cost.
What do you do at Google?
I'm a software engineer.
Ooh, interesting. And how many years of experience do you have?
I think like 2.
What's the salary of a software engineer at your level?
So I'm guessing at Google he's probably like a mid-level with 2 years of experience, so his compensation...
For budget PC gamers, there's apparently a super cheap gaming monitor that's kind of a cheat code for gaming. I don't understand how it's so cheap, but we're gonna find out. People like Optimum Tech, who is indeed an expert on PC gaming peripherals, are talking about this Kurui 24-inch gaming monitor that's usually priced at $115. It's a 1080p 165Hz IPS panel with a 1 millisecond response time, and apparently it delivers a way better competitive gaming experience than you'd expect at this price point. I've personally reviewed a bunch of budget gaming monitors in the past, but nothing looks as good as this one does. At least according to other people. I haven't tried it out for myself yet. I actually just saw this thing flash at $99 on Amazon the other day, so you know I started going for it myself. I think it's actually arriving today. I'm super excited to try it out. So if you were a one-day professional monitor reviewer, which specific games would you recommend testing with first? I'm personally a big fan of Halo Infinite right now. I just love how the shooting in that game feels, but I'm open to suggestions. I did just get placed at Silver 6 for Season 5, and I'm working my way up from there.
Guess you'll never guess what happened to me on the train. Cream? Just learn English. Train.
Yeah, when you have to go into this much pedantic detail to win your argument, you've already lost. I've said this many times before on this channel, and I'm going to say it again.
This story is 100% true. In high school, my friend tried to prank me by putting a picture of me into a Justin Timberlake look-alike contest that Planet Hollywood was having on their website.
I don't care.
こいつきついわ。こいつ腹減るとエリカ様みたいに不機嫌になるんだ。ほら、スニッカーズ。どう？
スニッカーズ、君を取り戻せ。キーパーも。
スマートバリュー入ってるんでしょ。
Alo.
Anh này có cái đơn hàng thanh toán rồi đấy. Anh này có ở nhà không?
Có ở nhà, có vâng.
Có à?
Vâng.
Em thấy khóa cửa ngoài em tưởng không phải.
Ok.
Thế anh số điện thoại em nhé.
Vâng, ok. Just. Ay. OG Low. $10, $16, $20 something, $40, $60, $70.
Lewis? This has to be the first time this has ever happened to someone. The odds that while you're surfing, a green-shirty whale comes out of the water and fucking smacks the ever-living piss out of you is like zero. I don't know how he lived. Because he got fucking WWE fucking slammed into the water by this thing. I would have assumed that I'm going straight to the depths of the fucking ocean. That's lights out for me. And I have a meeting with Davy Jones in that bitch. No, he just gets up, gets back on the board, goes, whoa, fuck. And just keeps going. I'm never stepping foot in the water again at that point. That is deep enough for a whale to be in.
This man right here is named Giora Island. He's a retired Major General of the IDF and Israel's former head of the National Security Council. And last week, he wrote in an Israeli newspaper calling for the genocide of Palestinian civilians. Let's read. This was what appeared in the newspaper. It was in print titled, "Let's Not Be Intimidated by the World." And let's go over what some of the translation says. He writes, "The way to win the war faster and at a lower cost for us requires the collapse of systems on the other side and not just the killing of more Hamas fighters. The international community is warning us of a humanitarian disaster in Gaza, and in the face of severe epidemics, we must not shy away from this. After all, severe epidemics in the south of the Gaza Strip will bring victory closer. We must not, simply must not, adopt the American narrative that allows us to fight only against Hamas fighters instead of doing the right thing, fighting against the entire opposing system." He says they are not only Hamas fighters with weapons, but also all the civilian officials, including hospital administrators and school administrators, and yes, also the entire population of Gaza. It's literally calling for the killing of civilians as the right thing to do, and the implementation of catastrophes and epidemics to the civilians in Gaza to help further their war. This should be very telling. What do you think about this? That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and free Palestine.
You never want to freeze your hair.
If you guys care about how healthy your hair is, this is definitely something that you do not do. This is a meme that I was tagged in on TikTok where this guy with extremely long hair is letting it hang over the side of a hot tub. Then raises his head and we can see that his hair is basically frozen solid straight in front of him. Now while this video is pretty funny, there are going to be some drawbacks in terms of the health of his hair after doing this. When you get your hair wet and walk outside in the cold, typically it will freeze. The reason why this is such a bad idea is it makes your hair much more susceptible to breakage as well as split ends. This can also make your hair much more brittle and dry after your hair thaws and the water leaves. These types of symptoms, if you will, are also much more prevalent in people that have curly hair as opposed to straight or wavy hair. In terms of this guy right here, who definitely has pretty curly hair, he's probably going to experience some breakage after filming this meme. To be fair though, doing this once is probably not going to be too bad for your hair, but if you continuously did this, then your hair would probably fall out.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty just made a correction to the multiverse because this movie was just too terrible. In episode 6, Rick proudly announces having killed his and Morty's counterparts from Space Jam, referencing the pair's infamous cameo from Space Jam: A New Legacy.
That I need to be very literal with you.
We're done running tests on your Badger thing. It turns out its condition is irreversible. I'll never erase what I saw from my brain. It's your problem now, Tom Tom.
Now, I've never actually seen the movie because the reviews were just so bad. But I'll admit, that was a pretty cool cameo. Clearly, this was something Rick planned to make time for once Rick Prime was dealt with, considering he first mocked the cameo in Season 6, Episode 1.
It's just a bunch of groan-inducing wordplay for 7 TV critics that won't even enjoy it. It's worse than you think, Morty. We're basting in meta-radiation right now. Our credibility is being permanently eroded. Every second we spend here is the equivalent to 10 Space Jam cameos.
So I'm not tipping anymore. I'm done. I'm out.
So I've been tagged in this video, I don't know, umpteen times, right? And why am I being tagged so much in this video? Well, because I was an expert server who was in this industry for 10 years and logged way more than 10,000 hours doing this job. Notice the key word is was. Because to absolutely nobody's surprise, when COVID-19 hit and restaurants were forced to close their doors, servers had to go out and find another means of an income. And all of your top servers noticed that they had a great personality that resonated with a lot of people, so that a lot of them found success here on TikTok or in a different business venture that they created on their own. And when all the COVID mandates were over and the restaurants were able to open up their doors, all their top servers were gone. So restaurants were forced to go find anyone to bring them in as a server, and they realized, well, not everybody's meant to be a server. So I can completely sympathize with this guy when he was like, dude, all they're doing is bare minimum. Why am I going to tip for them doing bare minimum? I've noticed customer service has plummeted because of what I just explained. Now, to your point, what do you got to do to make sure that servers get paid a livable wage? That way, tipping just goes out the window. Well, that $10 burger you just ate, well, guess what? That goes up to $20 to $25 easily. Because a restaurant runs just like any other business, and they have this thing called labor cost. Here in Texas, servers make about $2.13 an hour. So if you want to jump them to a livable wage, which would be about $20 an hour, well, their labor costs just jumped up tenfold. So to compensate for that, they got to raise their prices on everything. Now, sure, big chain restaurants can probably only raise their price a little bit and it'll compensate and they'll be able to survive. However, mom and pop shops can't afford to pay their servers $20 an hour. So they're going to be jacking up their prices like crazy and laying a bunch of people off. And a shitload of them will go under and close their doors for good. And if you get rid of tipping and just pay servers livable wage, all your top servers that are actually left in the industry are going to leave the industry. Because your top servers and bartenders are making way more than $20 an hour on a good night. And they're not going to be happy with this livable wage. And if that happens, all you're going to be left with is big chain restaurants with servers who are there working for a paycheck. They're not going to give a shit about your service. There's a common misconception that a server's job is to grab your food and bring it to you and bring your drinks and that's it. Wrong. Their job is to make sure that you had a great experience. They are, for all intents and purposes, the face of the restaurant. And they work super hard to make sure that they please you, the guest. And that's why a guest should tip a server if they did get that pleasant experience through the server. So if you want mom and pop shops to close and have servers who don't give a shit about your experience, sure, by all means, make it a livable wage instead of tipping. And don't forget to check out the new merch. Black Friday deals have bullshit speed round.
Amish parasite cleanses. What's so special about them?
Nothing, because they're completely made up. Just like every other parasite cleanse.
Most people need to do a parasite cleanse once or twice a year.
Yeah, so I'm going to stick with modern medicine, but if you would like to buy her many tinctures, you can currently get them for 15% off.
If you want to progress towards better health, you need to stop eating cooked food. A common misconception is that cooking makes your food more digestible.
Guys, can you believe that TikTok put a warning label on this video? It's like we can't do anything anymore without people going, it's stupid, or gonna kill you. Thanks, Mom. Oh.
Stop consuming instant noodles.
No. What does it have in it? Nothing dangerous, I'll tell you that much. For this last one, you need the full screen to see the duet that someone created.
Dr. Sebi said pineapple was a poison.
yes, pineapple is one of the worst fruits you can eat.
Quick message to all of my black followers. You actually don't have to avoid acidic food. The pH of your stomach is about 2. Very acidic. In fact, that's the same as white people, Asian people, all people. I know. It's like once you get past skin deep, we're all the same. Fucking crazy, right?
Your boyfriend asking you to watch them play a video game kind of feels the same as when a kid says, "Look what I can do," and they just spin in circles. Okay, want to know what both of those things have in common? Both of those are innocent examples of a person who loves and cares about you and just wants to spend time with you. And in both of these situations, you could have a couple different reactions. Like, you could absolutely be the person who's bitter and annoyed and is like, what now? Oh, cool. Oh my God. Over and over again until you eventually are wondering why they don't want to spend time with you anymore. Or you love them back and show them why you're the person that they should feel comfortable being around to go on and build an amazing relationship with. When a person who plays video games invites you to watch them play video games, it's not because they're trying to show off. In fact, they don't even really care what you do while also watching them play the video game. They're just trying to welcome you into one of the warmest and coziest environments they know. Like, bro, you just shamed your boyfriend online for, hold on, let me check my notes, wanting to coexist with you? Yeah, that's gonna get the no bottle for me.
There's a lot of questions about when I sit on snow for people. The first thing is everyone's always just like, how does she feel about that? Well, I simply just watch body language, okay? And the fact that she really doesn't change from before I'm on her versus when I'm on her makes me go, okay, she's fine with this. She does not give a shit. Some of my other cows let me sit on them because it's just the sheer difference of weight, regardless of how fat you think I am. The difference in weight between me and this animal is astounding. The next thing people ask is, like, has she ever tried to get up? Or, like, what would you do if she got up? I don't know. I don't know if you've ever seen a cow get up. It's not graceful, okay? Let me reenact it. Because basically, they're all curled up like this. And then they actually do this a couple times to get momentum because they're so thick. So they do this, and then they go ass first and then front. So when that happens, she's like, did you just fucking make fun of how I get up? So I can tell when that's gonna happen, and I could scoot, Like, Snow gives me a couple signs of like, hey mom, I'm gonna get up. It's not like they're just like, I'm not, like, this is a lot of animals to just get vertical all of a sudden, And no, I really don't think she cares. As you can see, she knows that this comes with scratches. Her eyes are shut. She's leaning her neck down. She is very much enjoying the scratches. So she really doesn't give a damn. Because again, if she hated this, or if she even just didn't like it, she could let me know. This is a very large animal, and I could be in the next dimension. Because I feel like I'm going to be abandoned right now. Like, you're just like everyone else. You're trying to fucking leave me, and I just don't know what
You made a decision
you're
and you got caught.
leaving me. Decision to do what? Like,
You linked somebody and you got caught.
that wasn't even that
You went behind my
serious.
back.
It wasn't that serious. Stop.
You was an Uber? You play basketball?
Yes. But it wasn't that serious. Like,
Y'all like
stop it.
actually...
Yeah, but it was just a one-time thing, and we used protection. It was even for that long. So I don't even know why you're bugging. Like, it was not even for that long. Like, can you please come back with me, please?
Get off of me.
Please come back. Like, stop. Just please. Like, you're overreacting.
I'm not overreacting.
I only did it because you didn't answer your fucking phone. Like, you never answer your phone, and you're never there for me. You're literally never there for me. What gym? What gym are you at? Like, what gym opens that? Like, you're a fucking liar. Like, you don't even care about me at all.
How long was this going on for?
Like, for a month, but it wasn't even that serious.
Did you read out for?
Yeah, but, yeah, why are you asking me that? It's the traffic is right, like, where are you going? Do not leave me.
I fucking love my police department. So as some of you guys may know, the HOA decided to tell me that I'm not allowed to park my Jeep outside because it's inappropriate and not okay, right? To which I responded by planting a Get Fucked Karen flag right here in my yard. Well, apparently this upset a few people. People were calling in, letting them know their complaints and how inappropriate it is and just bugging the police station to no end. But they kind of just like, hey, sorry, not much we can do about it, blah, 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 and more or less just kind of kick their shit to the side. And I guess a few people just thought that was unacceptable. They called the police station, basically telling on themselves, saying that, hey, if you're not going to do anything about this, I will.
And since we live in a small community, the police reached out to me letting me know that, hey, people are threatening to probably vandalize your property, trying to take things down or ruin your Jeep or whatever, right? I said, oh, okay, well, thank you so much for the heads up. And they asked me if I had any cameras. I said, no, I don't have any cameras installed. They said, oh, okay, no problem. A couple of hours go by and I get a knock on my door. I answer the door and I'm like, yeah, how can I help you? This guy replied to me, I'm here to set up your new cameras. Yeah, my police station is fucking awesome. And there's 3 others kind of like around my property now, so this is great. Come fucking try something now.
I know it's a week until the end of No Shave November. I can't take it anymore. I'm shaving the fucking beard.
No hate. You're fucking redhead though, or you're ginger? You look like queso.
I have strawberry blonde hair on my fucking face, blonde hair on my head, and black armpit hair. It makes no fucking sense. I don't understand my genetics either. It's over. It's going. It's going. It's fucking now. It's too fucking late. It's gone.
Oh, a month of not shaving, and that's all you can fucking grow? No Shave November, buddy? I could have had a fucking Duck Dynasty beard. Oh my god, I don't fucking care. I don't care what beard you could have grown, pal. Not everybody's you, right? I got a patchy-ass pube beard. That's how it works.
Dude, I'm 21. I know there's a lot of 21-year-olds that can fucking grow beards.
I can't, right? I'm not a fucking 55-year-old man rocking a fucking goatee mullet, dude. What the fuck?
And see, what's the shit with that? I can grow toe hair. I can't grow, I'm not done shaving, by the way. I know it looks fucking whack. I can grow toe hair. I can't grow fucking facial hair, though. Why is that? I feel like my head looks thin now. But I only wasn't shaving for like a month.
The part of you that can rise above your anger, your distrust of this.
I am really starting to think that y'all have lost your ever-loving mind. Because do you even know what you're asking? You are asking Palestinian Americans to come together and cast their anger aside and vote back in the man who is directly responsible for the deaths of their family members in Gaza. That is what you are asking. This man stood 10 toes down and said